Hi everyone, today we have a new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about fresh release from series of books. So we have here a so-called Pacific Profiles, and as you can see, that's already volume 16, which is dedicated to the Allied bombers. So we get here the famous B-17 flying folders, and the book covers the operation of this aircraft in Australia and New Guinea and also Solomon Islands. What is interesting is that we will get or we are promised to get the new profiles. Also, there will be some adjustments or fixes or corrections to the already known profiles and marking options. And of course, there will be plenty of visual materials which might be handy for your aircraft build. And as you can see here, I'm having on the table the real copy, that's the softcover book. And what you will see today in the video is exactly what you will get if you order it from the publisher website. So first of all, I have to know that the printing style is exactly the same. We have some profiles on the cover, and then maybe I will close the lenses because we will be seeing the white pages so that you won't be blinded. So as you can see, the book is published by Avonmore books, and I reviewed the previous issue of this book, so in case you're interested what was in the previous parts, you can easily check it on the same YouTube channel which you are watching right now. And here it is visible that we have 23 chapters, and there are more than 120 pages in total, so quite a hefty publication. We have also the picture of the author, and also we have here some glossary and maps so that you understand how it was happening and where. And then we start with chapter 1. So as you can see, I was already mentioning that we will get also the photos of the real aircraft, and here you can see the perfect example. So do not come or jump over these photos because they are very useful in our hobby, and they might provide you not only the more detailed look on how to paint and weather your aircraft, but also give you the understanding on how the aircraft were usually dirtied, if we can put it this way, and how you can replicate a bit more convincing appearance. And of course we have also the photos of commanders and the flying crew and the side profiles for the different marking options. So here it is important to make a side note that we do not get the marking profiles in its pure essence, so you won't be able to find here the top and bottom view, but I think this is not a huge problem because it's easy to understand what was painted here and there. And as you can see, each marking option is actually accompanied with the detailed history note, so this is what is important here because you will be able to understand where this aircraft was used, how it was operated, and etc, etc. And of course, again, we have the black and white photos, so this is also useful in case you will find the photos which are suitable for the marking option you would like to copy in your model build. And again, this is the book which is not that much dependent on the marking option or on the scale, because you can replicate it in the bigger scale, you can replicate it in the smaller scale, and still you will have plenty of things, useful things which you can use in your build. And as you can see, some diorama ideas can be picked up from here as well. And here is the perfect example of how the photos and marking guides are corresponding to each other. And as you can see, we have the cover printed marking guide, and we also have black and white photos. Some of those photos are published for the first time from what I saw in the book description. So this is also quite important note here. And the profiles, the book is quite rich in them. I do not know how many of them are in total, but as you can see, for each of the squadrons we get the detailed profiles, we get the photos. So this is definitely a great thing to add in case you plan to build this aircraft. And this is even more handy in case you plan to build several projects with the B-17, then you will be able to replicate something different from all of these standard marking options which we are getting in the plastic kits. And as you can see, there are a lot of interesting damage photos, so this is also great stuff to copy in the scale. And here you can see again some of the aircraft. This is the Typhoon Macgoon, and then we have also here the aircraft from 394th Bombardment Squadron. So here we have quite interesting writings, and of course the nose arts are also here. So even though the decals are not included obviously here, but you can replicate some of those with a certain portion of the precision, you will be getting a really nice result. But overall, as you can see, these are quite impressive photos, And the aircraft itself, well, it deserves some interesting markings, so that's why I think this book has a great value. And as you can see here on the rear side, we have a short description of what is actually included here, so I will just hold it for a second. You can pause the video and read it. But as for the whole book, it should be already available, and in my opinion, this is a great addition to the library of all aviation fans, and you don't have to build the models. You will still get a lot of interesting things to read about here. And of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion. What do you think about this book? Write it here in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.